All right, you guys, welcome back this week to the Love Frequency podcast, where we turn pain into power and we transmute that energy into love. So this week we have two cards again, and I want to talk about people changing. I think this week topic after the holiday and after the retrograde, I really want to talk about people transitioning as far as out of your life and seeing what you guys have learned during this retrograde. So stay tuned. And also, I may pick a few other topics to talk about, but we'll see. So stay tuned. All right, you guys. So welcome back, and hopefully you guys enjoyed your holiday. So this week I want to talk about people transitioning out of your life. How does that work for you guys? Because we are just at the end, or we just completed that retrograde. How are you feeling? Like, how are you guys feeling after the holiday? What have you released? What do you want to work on? What are you trying to prepare and align with? Because remember last week we talked about alignment. What are you guys aligning with for December coming up? The full moon is coming up this week, Friday about. So what are you guys preparing for? We have one more month before the end of the year. We're completing the number 9 year and we're preparing for the number 1 year. So start over, fresh new ideas, creativity. I really want you guys to really focus on that creativity. I don't know why creativity keeps coming to my mind, but I get that a lot. So creativity, clearing out negative people, meaning people that's no longer for you, preparing for new relationships, new businesses, health. So January, people like to get into the gym, work out, get their health together. So I'm really hoping that you guys take heed and really tap into your intuition to really get into in preparation for 2026, because it's going to be a great year. I really have a strong feeling of that for everybody. It's going to be a great year because 2025 was that number 9. It's about clearing out that energy, learning about the lessons that you have learned over the past 9 years. So with that being said, take a pen and paper, write down everything that you have experienced within the last 9 years, whether it's good or bad. What would you change? What have you learned to help you prepare for 2026? So you could bring that new energy into the new year. I've learned a lot, I would say. I've learned a lot over these past 9 years, and I'm looking forward to 2026. I don't know if you guys feel it, but I definitely feel the energy. And as we're preparing, don't be afraid. I say this a lot. Do not be afraid to let people go. Do not be afraid to take those risks. Do not be afraid to travel. Go to that place that you've always been wanting to travel to, whether that be Bali, even in the US, from the East Coast to the West Coast. Just do it. Don't be afraid. So I'm really, something in my spirit is really wanting to tell you guys that do not give up on your dreams. Do not give up on your spiritual gifts. Do not give up on yourself. This is going to be about you. You did nothing wrong. So those of you who have made it through this retrograde, and also it was in Scorpio. So November, no, it really started in October, but more so probably even before then for some of us, okay? Every month has been building up to the end of the year, preparing you to release all of that. For the retrograde, people may have popped back up. It may have been a lot of people sleeping a lot because clearing out that energy. A lot of exes probably came back into the picture. What else could have occurred during this retrograde to prepare you for the number 9? Yes, anything that can trigger you, but not in a negative way, but in a way for you to really reflect. Are you reflecting on the lessons learned, what you have learned, so that you can take that into the new year, so those are a few things just kind of for last week. We talked about the alignment, making sure you align with the right type of people. Because during that retrograde, if you guys hadn't already during that time, you probably experienced the universe preparing you to release that energy, release those who are not meant to come along with you on this journey. So those could have been some of the things that could have came up during the retrograde, the November months, preparing for December into the new year. Let me, what else could have happened? Yeah, so don't take it as a negative. Nothing is negative. It's going to be positivity is preparing you. So I want to talk about too. I do not say I do not, but for my channel, I hope not to see people continuing on the lack of accountability. I don't know what happened this year, but I feel like if you sit down literally and write down everything that has occurred, as I mentioned, for the past 9 years, whether it's good or bad, ask yourself, what parts in that, whether it's good or bad, did I play? And what can I do better? Or what have I done better that I can do and carry into the new year? It's all about letting go. It's letting go of what you feel like didn't work and prepare and say, you know what, that may not have worked for me, but maybe something else may work. I mention that because I feel like some people, let's just say relationships, never take accountability where they played a part in that. What part did you play in that relationship? Let's say a relationship ended within the last 9 years. How many relationships have you been in the last 9 years? Were they good and bad? What have they taught you? What would you take from that relationship? What would you leave? Because that's going to open up the door for, if those of you who haven't, let's say, got married during that time, during the 9 years, and let's say you want to get married, what have you changed within your to prepare you for your person? Because I don't like for people to say, this person did this, that person did that, they hurt me and this and that. No, every person that we meet, it's not by accident. It's by, the universal divine timing. So it was something that we was meant to learn in that lesson, in that situation. So what have you taken from that? What do you want to learn from it to become a better person? Because I don't like when people complain so much about what somebody else did. What did you do? What part did you play in that so that you can make yourself a better person? That's it. That's what it's all about. This life is about you. It's about self. It's about internal learning. It's about internal reflection, internal love, so that you can, manifest rather, the good in your life and get rid of the bad. So yes, I don't want to make this week that long because I want to save it for the full moon that's coming up. But I just wanted to kind of like clear the air. Happy holidays from Thanksgiving. See how you guys are doing because we ended that retrograde and going into December, writing down like what type of person do you want to be for the new year, because it's the number 1 year starting over. It's about reflecting in December, writing down, journaling, and manifesting. What do you want to do for 2026? What people do you want to let go in 2025, December 31st, when that come around? Like, it's making you a better person. We're not going to complain anymore in 2026. We're not going to say this person did this and that, excuse me. Because I do believe that some of the things that we have encountered in the last 9 years, we played a part in that. No one told us to, let's say, date these people or get into certain relationships, be around certain people, get certain jobs, move certain places. Those were decisions that we decided to make for our own development and our own, growth and elevation, right? So stop putting on other people. You got to think, write that shit down and journal it and say, where did I play a part and what could I have done better? Okay. So with that being said, I want to get into the cards. We have 2 here. The first one I want to get into is Serena, who is the angel. She is the angel of abundance. So you will basically receive everything that you need, everything that you're looking for, all the money, the manifestation that you've been doing this past year. You're going to get all of that. Remember, if you guys go back to a lot of my old videos, I've been manifesting that for myself and for you all too. Abundance, manifesting good people, money, career, whatever that you're looking for, marriage, everything. You're going to be blessed. I'm telling you, 2026 is about to be a bomb year. Y'all just wait and see. So this angel is saying that they are in charge of that. So just have faith in that divine timing, okay? The next one we're going to get into is Omega. So Omega is basically telling us, victory, right? End of the year, December 31st, going into that number 1 year, your desires coming to fruition. Keep up the good work, you guys, okay? This has been hard for some of you all. Some of you all probably tried to give up during this time because it probably was hard times for you. But never give up. Just remember that every setback is a step forward to where you're trying to be in this lifetime. It may seem like it's a step back for you, but really it's a step forward. It's preparing you for that next level of elevation for 2026. So I don't know who needs to hear this out there. Please don't give up on yourself. Please don't give up on your goals. Please don't give up on your creativity, because that could be the universe's way of testing you to say, are you really ready for what I'm about to bless you with for 2026? And some of you guys probably didn't make it through this retrograde. You probably gave up because that was the universe way. Retrogrades always bring out preparation for us. It always shines a mirror up to us to say, this is the mirror. This is what you probably need to change, or not just change, but more so like work on to prepare you. If you say, hey, universe, I want to become a millionaire. Okay, cool. The universe is going to probably test you in ways that may test your faith to see if you're ready to handle being a millionaire. Universe, I want to be married. Okay, cool. Let me test your patience with love, patience with people, patience with animals and kids, because marriage is very sacred, right? So some of you guys want to be married and have that long-term partnership, but are you really ready for taking care of somebody else? It starts with you, number one. It starts with you, self-love, preparing yourself as an individual. Because there's too many people out there, I think personally, that's married, and let's say if they were to get divorced by tomorrow, can you live by yourself? Can you handle business by yourself? Can you handle just being alone? I mentioned that last week. Being alone is not a negative thing. It teaches you about yourself, about what you want and what you need to do to prepare to handle a family. Prepare to handle someone else in your home. Prepare to handle kids in your home. Being a like being a parent, being a spouse, being a business person, or being in business with your spouse. You know what I'm saying? So some of y'all needs to look at it on a good side, and not necessarily the negative aspect of that. So that's the messages this week: is reflection, clearing out that number 9. Checking in with you guys to see how the retrograde went for you all, because we are at the end of it. It already ended. So you should be reflecting on what happened. And the full moon is coming up. So you should be reflecting on what I want to do for December. What have I learned these past 9 years? So it could prepare you for 2026. What do you want out of 2026? Okay. So I love you guys. And as always, see you next week. And don't forget to email me. If there's some topics that you want me to kind of cover and go over, let me know, and I will try to do my best. Email is info@lovefrequency.co. Okay? Love y'all. And I know I said that I was ending, but I had to come back just to make sure to hone in on this. This year is preparing you to see if you can handle what you ask the universe for, whether that be relationship, marriages, kids, abundance. Some of us may not be ready to be a millionaire right now. Some of us may not be ready to be married right now, but we may say we're ready for these things. So that's what the retrograde is kind of teaching us during this time. And that's what this year, number 9 year, was teaching us too, is reflecting on like, okay, you're almost done with these lessons. What have you learned the last 9 years? Because next year is a new renewal. Year number 1, let's start this all over again for the next 9 years. So I just wanted to kind of like touch base on that. And I'm going to get in more depth when we stay tuned for the new moon. No, not the new moon. Sorry, you guys. The full moon, which is coming up in a few days. So I'll be back with that video.